sign shall appear in the heavens. Justice shall fall upon the world of men. The armies of light and shadow will clash across the fields of eternity. Are you all right, my girl?
It was nothing, Uncle. Just a bad dream. We should be getting you home.
But there's still work to be done. If these translations are correct, the powers of hell could already be on the move. The world must be told of the coming darkness. You do believe me, don't you, Leah? It has begun.
Leave it, Uncle! It's not important!
Since my youth, I have been told that I was special. A prodigy of vast potential. I came to the Ishari Sanctum, seeking what knowledge I could glean from the Masters. But I found them fearful of the truth. I would learn nothing from them. But the old books, the prophecies they contained, showed me all that might come to pass, and all that I might become. Then, a star fell from the heavens, the sign that my moment had come. I will go west to Tristram, to stop the darkness that the star portends, and fulfill the destiny that beckons me.
This place reeks of the dead. The fallen star must be near.
We have finally made it to Diablo 3. It's only a few days before Diablo 4 comes out, though. Or at least the early access.
Prophecy sent me in search of the star that fell on this land.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming.
We can't open the gates until we drive them back.
They keep coming.
Nicely done.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the Slaughtered Calf Inn.
Burn those corpses before they rise again.
dead have been a bane on our existence since that cursed fire fell. We have to burn them, just to make sure they don't rise from the grave.
I came here to study the fall of Old Tristram. This is closer to the town's history than I want to be.
Zakharum has fallen to disgrace. What faith can save us now? It is the end of the world. Can't you see that? By the grace of the ancients, may your soul be warmed and brought to glory.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
I don't think Hadric is supposed to be there yet.
Don't you dare lift a finger to help our mayor fix his wagon. My brother died defending this town, while that bloated coward tried to run away.
Can you move this thing? I need to get by.
How dare you speak to me like that? I am the mayor of this town.
Why are you trying to leave?
Are you mad? This town is doomed. Anyone with a grain of sense should be trying to get out. Will you help me or not?
I am not in the habit of helping cowards.
Okay, I guess I'll talk to him just so his asterisk goes away.
Some heroes are fighting each other in an area near here. Wanna go? Oh, and you didn't hear about it from me. Afraid of damaging your armor or weapons? That won't happen over there. In fact, no one even dies. Disappointing, really.
The asterisk is away. It's gone away.
Nothing ever seems to change in New Tristram, does it?
What do you mean?
There's always some threat of the risen dead or foul evil descending on the town, isn't there?
Tristram used to be such a wonderful place to live. My family has been here since the town grew out of the ruins of Old Tristram. But now, it's horrible. The loved ones we've buried and grieved over now threaten our lives.
Have you come to help us? The other adventurers who came through here didn't look so deadly.
I don't know how deadly I look.
I don't care what anyone says. That thing that fell from the sky was no rock. A rock doesn't cause the dead to leave their graves.
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen star.
I did, but it blasted my uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral. I tried to search for him, but the dead were already rising. I came back here to rally the militia, but
Watch out! The wounded are turning!
This is killing business.
the dead will overwhelm us all, unless something is done.
I will make certain that doesn't happen. Your town is safe.
Thank you. You should speak with Captain Rumford at the gate. He can tell you what to do. We've been under siege for 6 days now. Uncle Deckard is still missing. Captain Rumford and the others are losing hope. I tell them not to lose faith, but if help doesn't arrive soon...
For many years, villagers were too afraid to settle near the ruins of the cursed town Tristram. But as time went by, adventurers arrived to loot the old cathedral, and their business was profitable enough that New Tristram sprang up to accommodate them. Fewer travelers visit now, though, and the town is mostly populated by craftsmen and farmers. We have come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
What can I do to help you fight the risen dead?
I admire your courage, but Captain Dalton and the militia were slaughtered by those things. Only I survived.
Thanks for the warning, but I won't be dying today.
Well, I have seen you fight. Strike at the wretched mothers and their queen. They're the ones vomiting out these horrors.
They're attacking the barricades!
There! That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
And some life regen. Nice. A lot more talking in this game. I mean, there was a lot of talking in the other games too. But even my character has a voice in the conversations. And a lot of environmental talking.
If my old masters could see me now.
More life regen. Yeah, I'm gonna need one more wretched mother to get the bonus. And there is another one.
That should put an end to the attacks, at least for now.
And an extra one on top. Now to go get the wretched queen.
Old Tristram. Diablo himself once walked this place.
For a long time, Uncle Deckard avoided coming back to this place. There were a lot of ghosts here for him. This is where Diablo drove old King Leoric mad and terrorized the people. I don't know what really happened here, but whatever it was horrible. Nearly everyone who survived went mad.
Thank you for your help, but could you talk some sense into Leah? She won't give up on the idea of rescuing her uncle.
Nor should she. I will help her find him.
Exactly the same.
Come, let us search for your uncle.
We'll need to open the cathedral first. The guards locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told me they fought their way back to Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
When Leah told us the dead were pouring out of the cathedral, we quickly went to put an end to it. At first it seemed we were succeeding, but they just kept coming. We were overcome. Captain Dalton and the men fought valiantly. They protected me. I am no soldier. I was a farmer. I should not have been out there with them. I do not know how I made it back here. None of the others did. And now, somehow, I'm supposed to lead the militia. I volunteered to help because it seemed the right thing to do. But I'm no leader of men.
Perhaps you are more of a leader than you think.
That's a simple thing for you to say. You were born to fight monsters like the risen dead. Me? I'm just a farmer.
It's a shame that bard got himself eaten. I could do with some music right now.
The gates might fall at any second, and you want a pretty song?
Can you think of a better time?
This is my room. Do you like it?
Sure. I also like your journal.
A miracle has happened. A hero, like one out of Uncle Deckard's tales, appeared and saved us. I know in my heart that my uncle still lives, and I pray that the hero will bring him home safely. It doesn't feel right being in Uncle Deckard's room when he's not here. Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What about your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.
In the eastern kingdom of Khejistan, I heard rumors of Zakarum warriors called Crusaders. While the natives were most reticent, I was able to deduce that this order was founded 200 years ago, just as Rakis took his army of paladins west. But these Crusaders went east on a very different mission.
Look! A hidden cellar! Follow me!
I think there was more to your mother than you know.
People said she was a witch, but I never believed it. Captain Dalton!
One more life per second increase.
Here's the key, and my mother's journal. What I've seen of it is disturbing. I want to know more about her, but that can wait. We need to save Uncle Deckard first.
I will search the cathedral. You stay here and learn what you can.
Thank you.
Aidan came to me last night. I suspected what was lurking within his troubled heart. I consoled him as best I could. Regardless, wherever he's headed, hell will surely follow in his wake. The shadows close in on Tristram once again. But like Aidan, I'll be gone before they fall.
How did your mother die?
Well, details are hazy, but I know that Adria was obsessed with chasing the arcane. She knew she could never raise a child. Uncle Deckard believes that the madness and horror of her life finally caught up with her.
Okay, now to go try to find Cain. Adventures.
So this is Tristram Cathedral. The fallen star is somewhere inside. This must be where the star fell. Its crater is tinged with some strange magic. good battle. Need more arcane power. I didn't think I could get any better.
Okay. This is when I get the first rune. Ooh, you're a goblin.
We thought we could keep the dead trapped here. Akarat, save me.
Yep. Goblin must be upstairs.
I don't have enough arcane power.
Must have had bit on it. Yep. I kind of like having life regen. If I really cared about gold pickup, I could bring out a pet who would pick up the gold for me.
Foul minions, stay back! Back! May this wedge hold. The skeleton king?
The power of the fallen star awakened me, and soon all will suffer as I have suffered. Gods, bring me his bones!
Cain, I will save you!
Stay back!
I need arcane power.
Oh, thank you. But why did you risk yourself for me?
You live. Fortune smiles on you, old man. I'm here to bring you back to Leah.
Oh, it is wonderful to hear that Leah is well. I feared the worst. I learned of this secret passage through old maps I found. We must discuss the fallen star. Follow me to Tristram.
I have fulfilled my promise to Leah and rescued her uncle, Deckard Cain. Now, all that stands between me and the fallen star is the Skeleton King, who has returned to darken Tristram once again.
I promised Marco I'd protect him, and now he's dead.
Uncle, you're alive!
Thanks to you and your friend here.
Our time is running short. What can you tell me about the fallen star?
Not much, I'm afraid, though the prophecy of the end days surely points to it as a sign that the end has begun.
Please, Uncle, not more of your stories. All that matters now is that you're back.
Ending Boots of Focus, huh? Definitely better than those. Definitely want the 4 life regen there. Well, let's learn more about Adria
What
first.
did you discover about your mother? She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles. She was in search of something, but I am not sure what. She reminds me of Uncle Deckard, obsessed with the war between angels and demons. I've spent most of my life traveling from place to place with Uncle Deckard, while he did his crazy research.
What is he looking for?
He's convinced that the forces of hell will invade our world and bring about the end times. All these years, he's still searching for a way to stop this apocalypse.
The Skeleton King was once our beloved lord, Leoric. He was driven mad by Diablo's evil. He lost both of his sons and his very soul before he was finally defeated. Now it seems he's risen to plague this land once again.
Leoric's tale is sad, but I am here to find the fallen star, and the Skeleton King stands in my way.
The key to defeating him lies in his old crown. Seek out our blacksmith, Hadrig. He knows of its whereabouts. Leah, you should not dismiss the signs so lightly. Do you not believe the evidence of your own eyes?
Horrors have visited Tristram before, and it endured.
But what of the texts? The Zakharum tomes warn of a falling star. The Herodric scroll spoke of the dead rising, and the Lord of Lies. The prophecy of the end days says that at the end of all things, the first sign shall appear in the heavens.
Yes, you've been telling me about the texts since I was 8 years old, Uncle. I just don't think we should read too much into them.
I am the last of the Herodrim. I couldn't always claim this. In fact, if I had turned to the Herodric teachings sooner, Diablo could have been stopped before his reign of terror began.
You can't truly believe that.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I had shrugged the old tales off like they were so much fantasy, and Tristram, no, the world, has paid dearly for my arrogance. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leah and I have spent her lifetime scouring the world, collecting pieces of the prophecy of the end days. If I can decipher it, we will have the key to defeating the Lords of Hell.
I notice a great fondness between you and Leah.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, it must have been difficult for Leah, following an old man on a mad search for the secrets to defeating the Lords of the Burning Hells. But though she has seen her share of mysterious things, she is still unsure of my quest. I can understand. She has never seen anything like Diablo and his brothers. The prophecy of the end days is contained within the Herodric tomes I inherited from my ancestor, Jared Cain. It is a warning to those who could interpret it regarding Hell's ultimate invasion of our world, written by many different people throughout history, in many different lands. All known versions of the prophecy are incomplete. I have spent a good part of the past 20 years trying to complete it. I am certain it holds the answers to defeating the Lords of Hell.
You said Diablo drove Leoric mad.
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
What happened after he became the Skeleton King?
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral, finally serving the Lord of Terror he had resisted while alive. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King. It was left to Leoric's eldest son, Aiden, to finally kill the monster his father had become.
Okay, that's all his talking points. And I already did hers.
These dark events tax us. I worry for Hadrig, our blacksmith, most of all. His wife has been injured, and he is tasked with seeing to those who may turn. His family has suffered under this curse before. His grandfather, the Chancellor to King Leoric, was killed when the evil first spread over Tristram 20 years ago.
Okay, let's see if Cain had time to write in his journal. Nope.
I've dug up some new things for you to take a look at.
What about Leah?
Uncle Deckard is home, rescued from the clutches of the Skeleton King. I'm so glad. But the Skeleton King, I thought he was a folktale. The idea of Mad King Leoric returning to torture this place. Hasn't Tristram suffered enough?
Leah spent all night alongside the blacksmith's wife, tending the wounded.
What? She was out defending the gates this morning. What is driving that woman?
And now to go talk to Hadrig.
Blacksmith, Deckard Cain said you could help me find the crown of Leoric.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
I know it will be difficult, but she would want you to do it. I will help you.
Thank you. Follow me.
My friends, I'm sorry.
You are helping them. You don't need to be sorry. Need more arcane power.
Mira, my love, forgive me.
Hadrig! Help me!
Still waiting.
New weapon. And I auto-equipped I guess some armor.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hadrig Aemon.
Well, Hadrig, Deckard Cain told me you know where Leoric's crown is.
I can help you there. It's buried with his Chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery in the Weeping Hollow. And if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Nice of them. The one to push me out of the way of the other's explosion. Yeah, I'll go with the intelligence. Those torsos are hungry. It doesn't look like they still have that part of their body. Now to see how many of these I'll have to go into to find the correct one.
This will be a good battle.
Yay, Vortex.
If my old masters could see me now.
Ooh, yellow belt. And I get to keep my life regen. Yeah. I saw the little red bar, because I had very little experience, seeing how I just leveled up. I was like, oh, my stamina's low. Wrong game. Does it continue going this way? Not really. I'm going to have to go back up and then... And it is the right crypt. That's exciting.
This looks like a crypt fit for a chancellor. The crown must be here.
Corner crypt. Movement speed. And movement speed.
I am so good. I astound myself. Need
I
more
love
time.
the voice acting of the wizard.
I need arcane power.
Oh, that looks like a crown.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Nicely done.
Okay. Now let's actually grab the crown. And I can now make a town portal.
I need to go back.
And put diamond skin on. Did I get a rune for that? I did. Okay. Let's see.
You found the crown. Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. Ah, it needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
Then help me. I will use your handiwork for great things. Your grandfather was King Leoric's chancellor? Tell me about him.
Not much to tell. I lived with my father in Caldeum at the time. We heard that my grandfather stayed in Tristram until the end, trying to save lives. Don't know if he succeeded, but there it is. When the Skeleton King fell, my grandfather was dying from a sword wound. He had the crown sealed with him to keep it safe.
I studied the fall of Tristram, but it is easy to forget that it happened to real people. Your grandfather was a brave man.
See. Well, that one didn't last long.
I am sorry about your wife, Hadric. I wish it had not come to that.
You got nothing to apologize for. She was dying and you put her down.
Hadric, it is only proper to grieve for Mira. I can't imagine your pain. I've never been close to anyone.
I don't want to talk about my wife. Dead is dead and gone is gone. Do you want work done or not?
Okay. Let's destroy everything. And we'll rank him up once.
My dearest Heydrich, do not feel despair, my love. You did everything you could. Our time together meant more than words can say. But in the end, fate is a cruel mistress. Your strength is needed to end the horrors that beset this world. My final wish is that you find your path. Love always. Mira.
I have the crown. How do I reach the Skeleton King?
At last. With it, you can unlock the sealed door in the room where you rescued me and enter the royal crypts. When you find the Skeleton King, place the crown atop his head and destroy him.
The Skeleton King dies today. I must find the fallen star.
I wish that Leia could live a different life, a more normal life. But alas, such is not her fate. When I pass, there is none but her to continue my work, and the future of this world hangs in the balance.
The news continues to worsen. How can you continue to wade into the fray with nary a thought for your own safety? It is madness.
Oh, I value my own safety. But there are things I must know, and hiding behind walls will teach me nothing.
Okay, now to find the Skeleton King. Oh yeah. It's only worth like 1 gold, so.
Enjoy this! Not ready yet. Didn't see that coming, did you?
My name is Lachdanan, and I am cursed. Once the captain of King Leoric's army, I lived only to honor my land and my king. No man has a greater love for his king than I had for mine, even as I drove my blade through his dark and corrupted heart. was Lazarus. Of that I am certain. He alone had the king's ear, and whispered dark and evil magics into it, instilling the notion of an imminent attack by Westmarch. Afraid to speak against the Archbishop, the councillors nodded their empty heads in agreement, and sent us off to die.
Ooh, a peephole.
I'm just warming up.
Maintain your incantations. You will...
Ave Magistros. Ave Regi.
Your magic is weak.
I am free!
Now, back to my mission.
Who are you?
You will know soon enough. Help me find my gear. I will reward you well.
Okay, what do I have?
What brought you to this infernal place?
I have unfinished business with the Skeleton King.
As do I. The cultists dragged me past this glowing pit. What made it?
That's what I'm here to find out.
Down this way. There are my...
He's free! Do not let him re-off!
I am Cormac, warrior of the Templar Order. If it is the Skeleton King you seek, then you will have to fight your way past John Dar. There is no reason we should hunt alone.
I suppose not. A strong spirit my side could prove helpful.
Black magic bars our way, but the will of a Templar is stronger. You were a Templar, John Dar. How could you succumb to this coven?
The Coven is my brotherhood now, Cormac. The powers we serve will soon... Please forgive me. My vision was clouded by the Coven's evil magic.
Betrayal can never be forgiven.
Ooh.
Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the Skeleton King. But there is one condition. If we find the sacred tomes of my order, they are mine.
That is agreeable, though I wouldn't mind taking a look at them.
Then onwards we go, to fight the Skeleton King. Lead the way to glory.
Get it slightly early. Even 93%. Okay.
Well chosen.
Now find the royal crypts.
What mischief is this?
That's actually a great ritual. I think that's the ritual you want if you're going for the achievement, to have the grotesques kill so many things in one explosion.
Glory to you.
Level 10. That makes sense, so gonna have to wait on that. Oh, but my follower gets another thing.
My power grows.
Life regen. For us both.
Your grave awaits!
My studies indicate that a high-level cleric of the Zakarum named Akan began to sense the corruption that was eating away at the heart of his faith. He knew this corruption would eventually destroy his beloved church, and that he must take action. After much prayer, Akan hit upon the idea of an order of crusaders.
Let's go into here now. We'll get some extra damage from far away. That already has a rune. Go 12 for that one, and I'm sure 14 for that one.
I tried to count how many we've killed, but I've lost track. I don't like the look of that. A well-deserved death.
This one has intellect, so yeah. What does this one have? One more of every stat. For the primaries, anyway.
I am unstoppable.
And
masters could see me now.
Hopefully it's this way. If it's the other way I haven't gone, it'll be an even longer walk.
If only they could see me now.
Yep, this is a dead end. So, a long walk. Turned into this one just a little bit. Would have seen the blinking.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine to bear. May death bring peace from your madness, Leoric.
Traitors! Even in death, the armies of Condorus will still obey their king, even if you will not. You dare to bring the warmth of life into my tomb?
We shall put you down, Hellspawn! Treasure!
Speaking of treasure, I'll give you a few things.
Will help.
This one has strength.
A fine choice.
And that's a sorcerer. Nope, that's a regular home.
Good thought.
Yes, you can have some ants as well.
Excellent.
Just seeing if there was a book over there.
You will never defeat me!
You were defeated the moment you surrendered to madness.
Put the crown on his head. Let's see if this one is better than when this one was a guaranteed one. It's only 80%, but it does have more invit.
This will aid me.
Okay, and I want that one. You could have this one.
A good choice.
Don't care about homes for a while, if ever. Now let's see what's in the desolate chamber.
Finally, the crater. It was you that fell from the sky? I don't believe that you are the source of the evil in this place.
I am. I remember falling.
Then who are you? Why are you here?
I am not your enemy. I think. Yes, I believe I have come with a warning. The darkness. The darkness is coming. I don't remember.
I should bring you back to town. Cain will know what to do with you. I have traveled far, only to find that the fallen star was a man. Who is he? Why has he come? He recalls nothing. But Cain may have the answers.